Alright, hello. If you don't know who I am DJ Martook of DJ Gaming, and I'm bringing you another Minecraft video today. So, I'm changing up things a little bit. As opposed to talking while I'm playing the video, I'm going to edit in my face afterwards up in the upper right, left-hand corner, sorry, over top of the video. And I'm going to be talking after I've already recorded it. So it's kind of it's a commentary, but not a live commentary like I have been doing in the past. So, yeah, here we go. Right now, I am building in the, I've been working on this project actually for probably what would have been the time span of the last 2 episodes. It's been a major project of mine, um, just trying to build a house that's like showy as opposed to, and I apologize for the lag right there, showy as opposed to being in the ground in a hole and then just have a whole bunch of like stuff. Like that's what my houses usually are in Minecraft. I don't like to build all that much. I did it in my original creative world, and then after that, I really haven't done too much building house-wise. And then in here, I'm changing my render distance just so then that way I can, I can actually see beyond tiny. Because for whatever reason, when I'm trying to record this and the game at the same time, it lags my game like crazy, and I really couldn't do it that way. So I'm doing it like this instead, and I hope it all works out and it doesn't end up being a huge waste of time on my part, but it's okay. So yeah, I had kind of gotten fed up of building this and not being able to build it without missing a block, and I apologize for my phone buzzing as well. But yeah, like building blocks for me isn't a lot of fun, just because it's tedious work that isn't really accomplishing too much other than, essentially a roof over your head in the end, I guess, would be what I'm going for here. And if you see, you can see probably now on your screen the dog. I had built the original infrastructure for the house, I want to say 2 episodes ago. So episode 4, I started building it. Actually, after I didn't get my inspiration from Satiket, but I got like the idea to build a separate house from him. And yeah, and so I'm trying to keep the dog in here because eventually I want to get him and use him to be able to attack things eventually. When I'm trying to kill Enderman, obviously he's a huge help, either taking a lot of the hits for me or not so much, or attacking other than me. So then here, I'm just going to go back to the house. Didn't really want to build anymore in this episode, just because I think, in my opinion, watching somebody build is really boring. I don't know whether or not anybody else feels that way, but yeah. I mean, I have watched buildings that I do enjoy looking at, but I didn't really, like, me personally, I'm not very good at being like, oh, okay, this is exactly what I want the house to look like. I kind of just throw blocks down on the ground, and then eventually I have a roof over my head and a house. I don't really do anything too fancy, but I am trying to now. That particular house now has 2 stories. I just actually, previous to recording the audio portion of this, just built the second story, and it doesn't have a roof yet on the second story, but it does on the first, obviously, because that's the floor of the second, and stuff like that. Yeah, so, I'm trying to, at this point now, start into the, I believe it's Industrial Craft 2 mod portion of Tekkit, because that, besides, obviously, Dark Matter, Red Matter, I'm not sure what mod that is from, but that's one of the more entertaining parts for me, other than just the new items, I guess. So, let me just check the condenser really quick. I have 15 diamonds, obviously, from last time. Awesome. Now I'm obviously going to try and build a jetpack. I'm making dark matter for the first time. Jetpacks after this in the video. But anyway, so yeah, you need the Philosopher's Stone and coal to start it off. The Philosopher's Stone is composed of diamonds and redstone, and whatever it is, glowstone dust. So yeah, you need 4 glowstone dust, 4 redstone, and a diamond. And on the screen now-ish, yeah, now you should see how I put those together. So it's 1 redstone and in all of the four corners, and then one diamond in the center, and then fill in the rest with glowstone, and you get the Philosopher's Stone. Philosopher's Stone is great because you can actually change stone and dirt into the opposite. Like, you either change dirt into stone or stone into dirt, and then you can change it into sand from dirt and from cobble to stone. And so then I'm right now making alchemical coal, which is Philosopher's Stone and 4 coal, and I'm making alchemical coal to then make, I believe it's Mobius fuel is next. It's just 4 of each of these different kind of fuels in one Philosopher's Stone. So then I put the Mobius fuel back into the condenser here really fast to grab some more of it. So then that way I can make, what is next? I forget exactly what the name of it is. I don't remember. I'll see here in a second when I put it in. But yeah, I'm trying to get dark matter because once you get dark matter armor, it's ultraneous fuel, sorry. But dark matter armor is very, very good because you don't take fall damage, you don't take damage from lava, and I'm not sure that you actually take hits at all either. Once you get it all the way upgraded, once you have all the parts, obviously, of dark matter. Which is very helpful just because it takes a lot of the worry out of playing on hard, which I do in this. So the recipe for dark matter is 7 ultraneous fuel surrounding 1 block of diamond, so it's worth whatever 139,000 EMC, which is very expensive. And here you see I'm putting it in the condenser to the power flower, I guess, to start. So now I have dark matter, which is great. So let me go check on the farm here. Looks like we have a couple melons. And I'm moving very fast, actually, compared to how I usually do. So I'm going to harvest the sugarcane, obviously, to get some EMC for the power flower, just because right now it's only on MK1, not MK3 like I would like it to be. But MK3 requires red matter, which is, I don't know what the recipe is offhand, but I believe that it is actually, sorry, I believe that it is, I believe it's 7 dark matter and around a diamond or something like that. But yeah, so I'm just throwing stuff in. But now I want to go on the adventure to get the jetpack. And I actually do have the jetpack, or I do get it in this episode. It's not fully charged yet, but you need an advanced circuit refined iron, 4 refined iron, a bat box, and 2 glowstone dust. So you need the electronic circuit, you need copper cable, redstone, and refined iron. So to make copper cable, I actually need to go out now to go find rubber trees. And so I'm going to throw everything in a chest really quick, and then go to get it. I'm going to make a tree tap and go get the rubber trees. But the thing is, when I switched the world over, it actually didn't edit in, or it didn't, like, the chunks didn't reload for whatever reason. Like, it didn't put my house and my stuff just kind of in, like, its own random area. It actually used the same seed and put it in, integrated in with the Tech It world. So I had to actually go to a place where there were new chunks and do it that way. So yeah, I'm making a tree tap here to go try and find it, and I'm pretty sure I cut the video right about now-ish. Yeah. Nope, just kidding, I haven't cut it yet. But yeah, I start traveling off in the same direction of that, where I'm building the new place, and I cut the video. And now I'll show you, I actually almost died twice on that way. Now I'm showing you me building diamond armor. To go, so then that way I didn't die, because skeletons almost killed me. I was swimming, and there were like 3 chasing after me, and I had to, I somehow managed to get away from that. But, you know, I obviously survived and didn't lose my, whatever it is, 10 levels that I have. But yeah, putting on diamond armor, I did have from the EMC, from the, I guess it would be cocoa berries or whatever the heck they actually are, the dark matter pedestals that I found that naturally spawn in the jungle. And I'm also getting a diamond sword to get rid of everything, because stone swords are like 5 or 6 hits on a zombie, and I can't be messing with zombies when there are things like creepers and skeletons after me as well. I did manage to find basalt cobblestone, which is you only find it from volcanoes, which I did enjoy a lot because I do like making things out of the basalt brick. So yeah, now we're gonna go backwards. The spawn area is only like I think 100 or 50 blocks away from where the current house is. From the original episode, you guys can go back and check exactly what the coordinates were for that. But yeah, so I'm traveling off in this direction in hopes that the chunks haven't loaded fully, like 7 or 8 biomes in that direction, just because it would be really, really difficult for me to then find rubber trees because they would have to spawn in or generate in naturally, as opposed to, because they won't spawn into a preloaded chunk. So I have to go and start loading chunks. And as you can see off in the distance, it's the fog is there. It's not really actually like the fog that isn't generated, but it's the fog because the world is still generating. As you can see, it's generating trees right now. So it shows that I actually haven't been back in this direction yet. Yeah, so I'm just traveling in this direction. This jungle biome was actually like huge. It was, I don't even know, 300 blocks, I think, before I finally found a swamp. Yeah, it was just really, really, really ridiculous as far as like how far I had to travel. And the part that you guys missed that I edited out, I just traveled into the sand biome that was out in that direction and the snow biome in hopes that I would actually find a non-loaded chunk. But then I went out in that direction. There's just ocean. And I wasn't going to hop in a boat and be like, okay, let's spend 30 minutes while this recording is paused to go and find a new biome and then not be able to get back before like 3 hours later. So then I decided to travel in this direction because I figured the land in this direction actually extended further because it hadn't loaded yet. So as you can see, again, the chunks are still loading, which is great, which was great for what I was trying to do because I had a lot of trouble finding these rubber trees to get the sticky resin, which in then turn gave rubber, which gives the copper cable, insulated copper cable, I guess. So then, I'm pretty sure it's right up here. As you can see on the mini map in the bottom right-hand corner right now, that it is showing that I am actually traveling towards a non-jungle biome, which would be the swamp. And for whatever reason, in 1.7, any new biome has like a huge elevation difference. Like if you look, I'm pretty sure I'm getting up onto the hill right about now. Yeah, see, like look at that. It's a huge elevation difference between the jungle and then this swamp biome. So in the swamp, I did actually manage to find, I think there were 4 or 5 trees. So I'm going up to this first one, right? I'm like, okay, there's got to be sticky resin on here, no problem. Be one tree and I'll get out of here before night's even done. I check this tree and I keep checking. I'm like, okay, maybe it's going to give me something good. And then it actually doesn't have any saplings for me or any sticky resin. So I was a little upset about that. Just because I didn't want to have to check all these trees and have none of them, just because that chunk had literally just loaded. But then see here, right here, there's sticky resin. And I get an achievement for sticky situation, which is awesome. So, I'm pretty sure this is the only sticky resin that I'm able to find, or that I actually look for before heading back. But in other news, apart from Minecraft, because this isn't live, so I don't have to talk about Minecraft, but we do have a third player. His name is either Eclipse or Alpha. We know him by Alpha. He met Skleezo in one of the games on League Play in Black Ops 2, and we're going to pick him up. And I apologize for not having made any vlogs previously, but I've been really busy making these videos for the channel, just so then that way we have gameplay, because Skleezo's been doing a lot of vlogs just, about anything. And if you guys haven't checked it out yet, he did make a really funny video. I'm pretty sure the name is How to Be MLG Pro. I was like in tears laughing. It does require some base knowledge of Call of Duty to go check it out, or to understand the joke, I guess, behind it. But it was really funny. Skleezo's just a funny guy in general. Props to you, buddy. Congrats on the video. It's great. But yeah, and then if you haven't looked at the announcement from Alpha himself about joining the team, it's on his channel, which I will probably link to in the description below, as well as both my Twitter, Skleezo's Twitter, and then there's the Generation Gaming channel Twitter. So go check those out and follow us. We'd greatly appreciate it. And then another thing, the reason that I made this video longer is because I figured that I don't know, 10 minutes for a Minecraft video really doesn't cover too much, just because Minecraft is a really long and drawn out process with like building and finding materials. Like as you see, this little escapade here took whatever 7 minutes out of the video to go find like 2 sticky resin to make like 1 copper cable for battery to make a bat box. So if you don't know what any of that is, bat box basically it stores power, right? And for the electric jetpack to actually be able to go anywhere, it needs to store power somehow. So you put the bat box in along with a battery, which is rechargeable. And I'm pretty sure it's a couple refined iron for the body of the jetpack, obviously, and glowstone dust, which I don't know why they have that in the recipe at all. But when we went to the nether, I'm not sure if that's on video or not, but we went into the nether and we got attacked by a ghast. I managed to fend him off with a stone sword. And I got, I believe it was a stack and a half of glowstone dust, but then when I was building the power flower, I used most of that glowstone dust for the, I believe it is this, I don't remember what the name is. It's the antimatter relays are the ones that are made out of obsidian, and I can't remember what the other ones are, but you know, that's, I guess, irrelevant at this point. But yeah, Squeezo in the next couple of days should be getting a capture card for his Xbox 360. So we'll be coming at you with, hopefully, Call of Duty videos. And then I almost actually killed myself here, because I jumped down and was not expecting the jump distance to be that great. I didn't actually kill myself. I'm pretty sure it's like 3 hearts worth of damage. But, so yeah, I'm, you know, finally getting back towards home, and then we can eventually start on the, you know, jetpack. I did make a couple minor upgrades, even though I am planning on moving soon, just because we are making a better house than this, and that's kind of the end goal, was to make a better house and get kind of out of the spawn vicinity. So I do only still have 1 dark matter. I made a whole bunch of sticky resin. I grabbed a stack of that, put the dark matter back in the furnace, or not the furnace, sorry, the energy condenser. Put the sticky resin in the furnace along with a couple coal to get it to you know, start smelting. And then I realized in the meantime I also do need copper and tin and refined iron to also make the the advanced circuit, which requires a lot of copper cable, which copper cable, even though it isn't that expensive, is also like very, very necessary to continue playing this game with the IC2 mod, just because it kind of makes up all the basic circuits, which the advanced circuits then make up a lot of the better machines. So basis being, if you don't have a rubber tree around you starting this game, you need to find one soon. And then I didn't actually pick up any of the saplings because I don't need it, because I have sticky resin, which in turn I can put in the energy condenser. But yeah, here I put down a whole bunch of furnaces because I did need to be able to smelt a lot of things at once. I do have like 3, I'm fairly certain I have 2 or 3 stacks of coal, so I'm good as far as, you know, actually worrying about material-wise, being able to smelt everything. Eventually, I'm going to try and make a couple electric furnaces and hook it up to a high-voltage solar array, which we'll get to eventually, but that's a long way away first. Beating the Ender Dragon is probably not going to be the end of this series, because once you get the red matter armor, then you upgrade the red matter armor to whatever it is after that. You can fly, shoot lightning. I'm pretty sure you can, if you get in a tight situation with a whole bunch of monsters around you, you press C, I believe is the command, and it blows up around you. Essentially, I'm pretty sure it has the blast radius of a creeper. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't, you know, hold me to it. But that armor is something that I'm shooting for towards the end of the game, as well as being able to get Nano Suit, because Nano Suit I did have in one of my earlier games, and it was really challenging to get, but it was really worth it to me, in my opinion, just because of all the abilities that it had. But I have a question for you guys. So going into this, right, I'm wondering, I know of a glitch that uses the red matter furnace, right, and I don't know if we should use it because it's part of the game or leave it there just because it shouldn't. Make the game a lot more difficult to get EMC, because if you use the red matter furnace, you can literally duplicate any amount of items that you want as many times as you want to. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Should we use the red matter furnace glitch or not? I've used it in the past on my own world just because it makes things a lot easier. It takes a lot to get to it, though. It takes like 4 or 5 red matter, 4 or 5 dark matter, and then I'm not sure what the initial furnace is. But yeah, it takes a long time to get there. We're still a long way off. We need red matter first, but first, before we get red matter, I like to make a suit of dark matter armor. As you can see right now, I'm making the advanced circuit for the jetpack. Then I needed to make a bat box, so I needed more tin, because the RE batteries are... for whatever reason, I never knew how to make these. Going way back to the beginning of Tekkit, I never knew the recipe for RE batteries, even though it was one of the simplest items to make in the game. So it really did take me a while to get it. And I thought, for whatever reason, that you could put copper and then put 2 rubber around it to make copper wire, but I guess you can't. So what I did is I then went and got more copper, placed it across, and made the wire, and then put the rubber around it. But yeah, that's about it as far as the channel goes. I don't really know anything as far as the future. I guess I'll talk to Sleezo. He'll probably post some stuff on here. Excuse me, about how the what the channel is looking like for the future. I'm really excited to be on YouTube, just in general, because it's something new, something that puts the game kind of in a new perspective for me. Because not only do you know what you're doing in your head, but you have to tell people, and you kind of have to make the videos enjoyable as well. So it really puts a new aspect into the game, and I recommend, if you are getting bored with any game that you used to love, try throwing a couple of videos on YouTube. It's a new experience, and it really brings a whole new level to any game that you've played. Yeah, I mean, it's something that I've enjoyed a lot, making only these, whatever, I guess this is the 6th, I think it's the 6th video of the Minecraft series, and we're already this far, which I'm really, really proud of, because it really did, we really went hard for diamonds early, and I'm really proud to say that I haven't spawned anything in yet. And I won't spawn anything in for this series, just because it's, for me and for the viewers, I want this to stay legit. So that's why I asked about the red matter furnace, and I'm pretty sure they're working on updating that in the next, or I would hope that they're working on updating the red matter furnace in the next update for Tekkit. Either that, or that's just going to kind of stay that way. But at this point in the video, I am standing still for a prolonged period of time. Don't worry, I didn't walk away. It's just because I literally couldn't do anything until whatever it was, the 4 tin in the furnace was done smelting. So then I had enough to make the batteries that went into the bat box, which I do recommend, actually. I didn't do this in the order that I usually do. I usually try and get power first, and then try and get the energy condenser, but this way for me it was a lot easier, because then I actually made a lot of things a lot easier earlier on. I didn't have to find tin or copper or sticky resin like in a surplus, because I could just make it. So it's up to you guys, but finding I'm pretty sure it's 8 diamonds total that you need. 3 for a pickaxe, 1 for the alchemical chest, and then 4. So it's something like that. You need like 8 or 9 diamonds, I think, before you can actually make the energy condenser, because you need 3 diamonds for the diamond pickaxe to mine the obsidian. So yeah, that is a really, really expensive thing to do early on. And then on top of that, you need to be able to find a whole bunch of glowstone dust and a whole bunch of obsidian to make it the power flower, which is what I recommend personally, going in early on, how you get EMC, just because it is kind of the easiest way to do it early on. I haven't really looked into methods of making the energy condenser automatic in a while. I know that there is one other one that involves sugarcane, a black hole band, and then the harvest goddess band, which works ridiculously fast. It's like twice or three times the EMC of the power flower on MK3, which requires red matter. But at this point, I'm kind of looking into trying to get a solar panel, so then that way I can charge my jetpack using natural energy as opposed to coal. But at the time in the video, I was kind of like, all right, I don't really want to do too much with that. So, I kind of decided at this point, whatever, let's kind of end it. So guys, on behalf of Generation Gaming, I would like to say thank you for tuning into this video. There'll be more in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.